Welcome to Angel Speech. Today we're looking at 6 grammar habits that almost every Indian English speaker has, habits that come directly from our mother tongue. Understanding where these patterns come from will help you speak clearer, more natural English. Let's get started. Slide 2. Have you ever said something like, "I spoke to him only this morning"? If you have, you're not alone. But this confuses native English speakers. The word, only, is being used here in a way that doesn't match standard English grammar. And this isn't just a random mistake, it's a mother tongue influence. Let's understand why. Slide 3. In Tamil, the word, thaan, and in Telugu, the suffix, e, are used to emphasize the subject. For example, in Tamil you'd say, "Naan thaan sonan," which literally means, "I thaan told him." But English doesn't have this kind of focus particle. So when we translate it directly, we end up placing only in the wrong position. The fix, use himself, herself, or itself, or restructure your sentence as, "It was he who told me." Slide 4. Let's look at the examples. Instead of saying, "He only told me," say, "He himself told me." Or better yet, "It was he who told me." Remember, when you want to emphasize who did something, use himself or herself, not only. Slide 5. The second habit is overusing the present continuous tense. In Indian languages, we don't strictly separate states from actions. But in English, there's a clear rule: stative verbs like know, have, believe, and want describe states of being, not actions you can watch happening. So they never take the ing form. Here's a simple trick. Ask yourself, can I physically see this action happening? If yes, use ing. If no, don't. You can't see someone knowing something, so you'd never say, "I am knowing." Slide 6. Instead of, "I am knowing her," say, "I know her." Instead of, "I am having friends," say, "I have many friends." The key takeaway: stative verbs describe states, not actions, so no ing is needed. Slide 7. Pattern 3 is about missing articles. Hindi, Tamil, and Telugu don't have articles like a, an, or the. So it feels natural to skip them in English too, but English absolutely requires them. Here's an easy way to remember. The is for something specific or already known. A, or an, is for something new or non-specific. And no article at all is for general categories. Specific, the, new, a or an, general, none. Slide 8. Instead of, "I went to market," say, "I went to the market." And a common mistake many people make, instead of, "I had honest breakfast," say, "I had an honest breakfast." Why? Because honest starts with a vowel sound, even though it's spelled with an H. Always use an before vowel sounds, not just vowel letters. Slide 9. Pattern 4 is about adding extra, unnecessary prepositions. Phrases like discuss about, cope up with, and revert back are all redundant. For example, the Hindi phrase "k bar mine" means about, and when we translate that habit into English, we end up saying discuss about. But the word discuss already means to talk about something, so adding about is repeating yourself. The fix is simple: use the verb alone, without the extra preposition. Slide 10. Instead of, "I will discuss about this," say, "I will discuss this." Instead of, "We need to cope up with challenges," say, "We need to cope with challenges." And instead of, "Please revert back to me," just say, "Please revert to me." Clean, simple, and correct. Slide 11. Pattern 5 is question inversion. In Indian languages, you form a question simply by changing your tone of voice. The word order stays the same as a regular sentence. But in English, you must move the auxiliary verb, like are, did, or is, to the front of the sentence, before the subject. Think of it as waving the verb forward. Telugu says, "Nuvu m chestanav," literally, "You what doing?" Hindi says, "Tum kya kar rahi ho?" You what doing are, but English requires, "What are you doing?" The verb jumps to the front. Slide 12. Instead of, "What you are doing," say, "What are you doing?" Instead of, "Where you went," say, "Where did you go?" Always wave the verb forward when forming questions in English.